Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. Court dismisses certificate forgery suit against Lyon'S running mate, Bayo Barakuma. Well, I will explain to you what this means, okay? So in Bayelsa State, the last election, the last governorship election that happened, according to INEC, David Lyon'd won the election. However, his running mate, Bayo Barakuma, was found to have a fraudulent result, and according to court, that's why we always say that you won an election by government, by INEC declaring that you win, does not mean that you will automatically be the governor till the tenure ends. That is, if those your counterpart do not go to court. So what happened when they went to court? They found out that the certificate he produced to INEC was a fraudulent one, and as such, the Leonard was disqualified as being the governor, and today we have somebody else, the PDP candidate, take over. But guess what? The APC candidate now has won. His court case against him with regards to the court with the certificate forgery has been dismissed. So what happened? We don't know if the PDP governor will have to leave the place. Let's get on and get all the details. As court dismisses certificate forgery against David Lyon'S running mate, Bayo Barakuma, what happens next? Senator Barakuma, the deputy governorship candidate of the All Progressive Congress APC in the Bayelsa State, has won the certificate forgery suit filed against him in the Bayelsa last election. The lawmaker who represents Bayelsa East Senatorial District of the National Assembly contested the November 19 polls as a running mate to David Lyon'd, who won the election. Lyon'd was, however, sacked by the Supreme Court hours to his inauguration after the Apex Court affirmed the judgment of the lower court, which disqualified Senator Erakoroma on the grounds that he presented forged and fortified documents to the polls. This paved the way for the inauguration of Senator Daye Daro of the People Democratic Party (PDP) as the governor of Bayelsa State currently, succeeding former governor as the governor of Bayelsa State. Almost 10 months after the judgment of the Apex Court, a federal high court territory in Abuja sitting has dismissed the certificate forged suit against Senator Erakoyo. Almost all cases now are being reviewed. Although Justice Musa delivered the judgment on November the 13th, the certified true copy was made public on Friday. The name Dagra on the first school living certificate from Ministry of Education of Rivers State of Nigeria was number SR/EV1/76/013360 from State School 1 Nobi is an error and misspelled of the first named of the Bayo Barakuma Dagra. Part of the document reveals. The court held that, notwithstanding the error in the spelling of the name, the certificate was genuine and was issued to the Senate. It also declared that the name Dagre Barakuma on the West African examination certificate, the general certificate of education level of June 1984, was certificate number SG 851767, was in error and misspelled of the first defendant. So they are telling you all the things that is misspelled, that everything is correct. The court stated that the master in business administration statement of results from Rivers State University of Technology dated February 14, 2002, bearing the name Dagra Barakuma was genuine belonging to and was issued to the person of the first defendant. It accordingly awards the sum of 500,000 naira for the lawmaker against the claim against him. Justice Musa also declared that there was no evidence so far to establish a preliminary case forgery of claim against the senator warranting prosecution by the IGP in the circumstances. In the suit, which had the Inspector General of Police Mohammed Adamu and the second defendant, the first school leaving certificate for Ministry of Education of Government of Rivers State number RS/EV1 76/013360 from the state school bearing the name was in error, and as such the House of Assembly has looked into it and have seen that there is error and there is no need for him to have been disqualified. He had consequently asked the court to mandate the Inspector General of Police to immediately reinstate the senator and make things go in the way of the court. In his judgment on the pre-election matter and manner in respect of the Bayelsa State governorship election delivered on February the 13th, the Supreme Court has affirmed the verdict of the High Court, which decided that Senator Erakoro was disqualified from the practicing of the election, participating in the election on grounds that he submitted forgery and falsified document and has made the first claim of the Independent National Electoral Commission an act of forgery which cannot be guaranteed. The judgment has led to the senator being free and acquitted by the courts. Well, my people, is happening, and I want you guys to get on board to know that we don't know exactly what will happen after now. We don't know what will happen. What we mean by that is, will this mean that the present governor, is there another case to determine who exactly will be the present governor? Is there, because now they are saying that if that one was not disqualified, if the APC candidate has not been disqualified, that there was no reason for that certificate forgery, that in fact it was clear, it was how it should be. So what happens now? What's going to happen? How are we going to determine what's going to happen? Because presently now we have the PDP candidates, making sure that everything is in order in the state. Is currently the governor of the state. How do we reconcile that the present governor is the governor and the former governor, the person who was declared winner by INEC, is coming back? So we cannot have two governors. How do we reconcile that? We can't have two governors. Anyway, my people, is happening. We would like to hear from you. We would like to know exactly what the case is, with the confusion presently on ground. Please don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. God bless you. Have a good day. Bye for now.